Shut up and sit down.
So hello and welcome to another Well Side-by-Side video. I think it's time for a review on my thoughts after owning this car for, where are we now? We're coming up to April now. 16 months with 25,980 miles on it, so we'll call it 26,000 miles. Do I still enjoy and love this car? Oh yes, I do. Totally love it. It's one of them cars you come out the house to and you think, is that really mine? Oh my god, I'm looking forward to driving that, because it's such a dynamic car to drive. It really, really is a cracking car to drive. Just when you're walking up to it, you just see what a well-designed car it is. It's got all the curves in the right place. Where it needs to bulge, it bulges. Where it needs a crease, they've put a crease. The wheels, they're just stunning. They're absolutely stunning wheels, they are. The entire package is brilliant. And then when you get inside the car, the ergonomics of this car are just amazing. It'll suit any driver, any size, pretty much any height, because there's so much adjustments on these seats, so much adjustments on the steering wheel. You are going to find a really, really comfortable driving position. I love getting into it in the morning. Absolutely love getting into this car. It is just one of the prettiest super minis on the market today, with what I consider to be one of the best and most reliable powertrains. The engine is silky smooth. For a 3-cylinder that we've got stuffed under the bonnet, you wouldn't know it was a 3-cylinder. It doesn't feel like a 3-cylinder. It hasn't got the 3-cylinder thrum and vibration that you normally get with a 3-cylinder engine. It is so refined. The transmission, if you're in the market for an automatic super mini, this is the best transmission on the planet. It is so smooth, so predictable. You put your foot down, it goes. There's no waiting. The car just moves down the road predictably. It's nothing like an old-fashioned torque converter transmission that we were used to many years ago. This transmission has moved automatic transmission cars on miles and miles ahead of the rest of the game. Even if you're not looking for a hybrid, and you're looking for an automatic, this is the one to go for. A Yaris hybrid, or any of the Toyota hybrids, to be honest, they all drive Absolutely amazing. This being a GR, there's lots of differences between this and any of the other Yarises in the range. I'm not including the two-door GR in this because that's a different beast again. That is just, well, I was very close to buying one of the new ones. Very, very close. And then I saw the price. Then I saw how much the road tax was going to be. Then I got an insurance quote. And I thought, do I really need a car sat at home that's cost me that much money, that's only going to sit in the garage like the MR2 does and come out on special occasions? And I decided no. I'll keep the GR Sport, which I was going to do anyhow, because I think this car is just such a rounded, sorted, and it is probably the best front wheel drive package you can buy nowadays with your own money. A GR Sport now, 28 grand, and it's a lot of car. There's a lot of equipment in this car, and it's very, very sophisticated technology. It really is that good. And it's a car I still want to get in every single day of the week and drive to its ability. The GR is not your normal Yaris hybrid. The differences on the GR are pronounced. The chassis is stiffer. There's more bracing on the chassis. The suspension is so hard, but also so well controlled. Can be crashy on really bad surfaces, but that is the nature of the car. The Toyota have got the tuning on this suspension absolutely spot on. You can throw it at a corner, and I mean throw it at a corner, and it's going round that corner with zero body roll. That is how good the suspension is on this car and how well controlled it is. It is as good as a Fiesta ST, and I think the ST is a little bit softer than the Yaris, which probably makes it a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more lively. But this is housefly sharp. This thing is so predictable on the steering. The steering is a lot tighter and a totally different ratio to any of the other Yaris hybrids in the range. It's a lot quicker, the steering rack, and it's totally tuned different. It gets heavier the harder you push it, the faster you go, which makes it very, very precise on the road. It doesn't wander. It tracks in a straight line. It is such a nice place to be. It is such a fun car to drive on the limit, and it even makes a very, very good track day car. Might not be the fastest, but you're going to come off that track with a smile on your face, because it is going to surprise not just you how capable it is, it's going to surprise a lot of faster cars especially if the track is tight and twisty. This thing is going to stay with them, and it's going to stay with some of the best handling cars on the planet in the bends. As long as you've got the confidence in the car, because the car is always going to be better than you are. This thing in particular, the limits of it are so high. And if you throw a set of track day tyres on one of these, like I've done, it transforms the car. Totally and utterly transforms it. The grip levels get higher, the traction is better. It just becomes a fantastic car. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and it's going to stay with some of the best handling cars on the planet in the bends. As long as you've got the confidence in the car, because the car is always going to be better than you are. This thing in particular, the limits of it are so high. And if you throw a set of track day tyres on one of these, like I've done, it transforms the car. Totally and utterly transforms it. The grip levels get higher, the traction is better. It just becomes a fantastic car. I've said it before, I'll say it again. People that don't want a car like this that's got such a hard and sporty ride that this thing's got. If that's not what you want, but you want the equipment, buy an XL. But the creme de la creme and the best model that money can buy in the Yaris range is actually the design. It's got enough technology on it to satisfy 90% of Yaris hybrid buyers. They are that good. The entire range is brilliant. I know you can't see a lot out there at the moment, but I'm on a single track road at the moment, and this used to be a Motoring News rally special stage, and this is where these are the roads this car absolutely excels on. It is that good down a road like this. If you're willing and you know the road, you can push this car extremely hard and have confidence in it to do everything you want. The whole package is superb in this format, in the GR Sport. The brakes are there just to die for. They've got so much feel. You just know what they're going to do. They're not overly heavy, but they've got a lot of feedback through the pedal. They really are nice brakes. They complement the handling of the car, and they complement the steering, and they complement the suspension package, and they complement the fact that this car is so rigid. Everything works as a package. It's been said time and time again, you can have more fun in a low powered car than you can in a high powered car, because you can drive a lower powered car harder for longer, and 99% of the time on roads like I'm on now, as quick or not, or even quicker than you would driving a 300 horsepower super duper all out ultra super fast car down here. This thing will stay with the best. That's how good the chassis is. I've got to go and drive that road again. I'm going back down it. Again, everything here I'm saying now is my opinion. The lights, these LED lights, there's no spotlights on this car. This is the standard lights, and they are superb, absolutely superb. I'm on a totally unlit road and I've got perfect visibility, absolutely perfect. The spread is amazing. So the whole car is an amazing package. Absolutely amazing car. Yes, after 26,000 miles, I still get excited about driving this car, be it through town, on the motorway, on a dual carriageway, on a fast A road, on a nice B road. And I especially love driving it on single track roads like I'm driving on now. It comes alive on fast A roads, B roads, and especially roads like this. This is where the suspension and all the other alterations to the GR Sport come into their own. With a road like this, you don't need oodles of power. You just need a car you've got confidence in. And this is a car that inspires confidence. I personally can't recommend this car any higher than that. That's how good I think this car is. Yes, like I said, I almost bought a GR. Changed my mind, didn't bother. I will buy, when I change this, another one of these. But what I'm waiting for now is Mark 5 Yaris. Toyota normally run about 8 years on a model, so we should be due a new Yaris in about 2028. We've just had a half-life update where they've gone 130 brake on the GR Sport. But in my honest opinion, and I've done 0 to 60 runs in this car and everything, and every time I do a 0 to 60 run in this car with a GPS data logger, I beat the stated figures by Toyota time and time again, and not just by a little bit. I'm talking a good second to a second and a quarter quicker 0 to 60, quicker 0 to 100. And I've seen GPS maximum speed on this car of just shy of 130 miles an hour. I've had 128 miles an hour out of it, GPS data logged. So where Toyota get 116 brake horsepower in the GR Sport, well, this one will regularly beat the 0 to 60, the 0 to 100. It'll beat the top speed time and time again. I don't know where they got the figure from, and I've spoken to many GR Sport owners, and they've all said the same thing to me. Their car makes more power than Toyota is saying. Because if I jump into an Icon or a Design or an XL, it's nowhere near as lively as a GR Sport. No way, nowhere near as quick. Nowhere near as quick accelerating, doesn't go up the hills as quick, It's obviously they don't handle as well as the GR Sport, but they're all good cars in their own right. The GR Sport is a hidden gem in the Yaris hybrid lineup. It really is that good. This thing hasn't missed a beat. 26,000 miles and it has never missed a beat. And I use this car 7 days a week and I drive it spiritedly. And when I get the opportunity on the right road, I drive it hard because it likes to be driven quick. And I also like driving it quick because I've got the confidence in this car. It is a fantastic car. That's the praise I've got to put on this car. It is that good. Anyhow, once again, thank you very much for spending time in the car with me whilst I'm out enjoying myself, driving roads that I absolutely adore driving on. Please consider liking the video. Please consider subscribing to the channel.